Welcome to revision number 5. This one here, I thought we'd do something a bit different today. I've sent you this file here, which is the 2018 exam paper, and I thought we'd do this as Excel. You can see the answers will be down the bottom in the next tab, but I'd like to see if we can get some smiley faces by doing this together. So if you can open this up perhaps on your phone, you can have a look at the work, the video, and then on your computer do the adjustments. We're going to do these adjustments again. Remember, this is the exam paper from 2018, and we're going to add these adjustments to the trial balance, which we had a go at yesterday. The first one, office expenses paid in advance. What's the name of that adjustment? Do you remember? Hopefully you said prepayments. So write prepayment here, and the amount for that is $320. And see how that goes from a sad face to a smiley face. There are some sad faces here. If we get the right figure, it'll change to a smiley face. So it was for office expenses, so we find that one. And because it's in advance, that means we're going to take off. So in your formula, I'm going to minus that 320. Right, and see that's a smiley face as well. So this will give us a merit mark here and a merit mark here when we put it in the right statement. The second one is interest on loan owing on balance date. No GST, so that's going to be accrued. Accrued what though? Good, accrued expenses. So we'll type that in. And the amount for accrued expenses is $280. All right, smiley face, that's great. And what was it for? It's better to spell accrued, right? That one was for the loan, the interest on loan, apologies. So we're going to add it to the interest on loan. And hopefully we get a smiley face there. And we do, good. The equipment hire is received in advance. So work out works, obviously we hire some equipment out and we've got some membership fees. It looks like a gym, so that's called income in advance. And remember, in advance, it's all on the same side. And that's 850. And that's for equipment hire. You see equipment hire here? Because it's in advance, it means we take off. Don't worry about my Facebook notifications. And that gives us a smiley as well. That's great. Depreciation on exercise equipment. On the debit side, because it's an expense. And this one's nice. We get given the figure, 5,400. Oh, that didn't change to a smiley. Why is that? Depreciation. Oh. That should have been. I'll change that on yours so it does. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add it there and we're going to add it up here too. 5,400. Right, I'll just fix it on the answers. Great, so I just fixed that up. So we've got a smiley face here and a smiley face here. Next one, we've got depreciation on gym fixtures and fittings is 12% per annum. So put it in. Depreciation. You've got to make sure you write the whole lot in the exam. And that's 12%. So that's the gym fixtures and fittings times 12%. 4,992. Good. We got a smiley face. And where will we add it on this side? Good, up here. So we're just adding to the debit side and the credit side. The third one, that's an excellent question because you had to calculate, and so's the next one. So depreciation on office equipment. And this one provides a calculation. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out the opening brackets first, and we'll find the office equipment here, I'm going to take away the residual value, which was $700. So over its life, it's going to go down by 6,200 minus 700, which will be 5,500. And we're going to divide that by the number of years that we've got that for. We have it for 10 years. So 550, smiley face, that's great. And we'll add that to the side. Some easy marks here on the depreciation part. And each time you do this, you get an excellence mark where you have to calculate merit where it's given to you. Smiley face here too. Doing quite well. Just a couple left. Invoices received for office equipment. If we've received an invoice, that means we owe. So including GST has been accounts. Is that accounts payable or accounts receivable if we receive the invoice? Hopefully put here. And the invoice, the whole amount, is how much we owe. So I'll put the whole amount in there. And then it's for exercise equipment. Exercise equipment, gym equipment maybe. And we've got to do a calculation for this one. And you see how it's 56,000 here. We're going to add some more to that. So we're going to put equals, and we're going to add the amount excluding GST. So the figure is 5543 divided by 1.15. That'll take the GST off that 5543. And good, so we've got a new figure here. The last one is the GST. For the GST, a couple of entries in here. So if we go equals 5543 divided by 1.15, that tells you the value of the exercise equipment, and equals 5543 minus. That gives us a GST that we can claim back. In your GST here, we are going to subtract that we can claim back off the government. Oh, didn't like it. Oh, yes, we haven't quite finished it yet. And then we've got last one is invoice issued for membership fees. Again, we want to divide this by 1.15. Going to put an equals before it. So that's the amount excluding GST. But if we've sent an invoice out, that's going to be accounts what? Accounts receivable. We put the full amount for the accounts. And smiley face there. We've got 1440 is going to be added to membership fees. And the last one's the adjustment of the GST. 1656 minus. So this figure here minus the GST exclusive gives us our GST figure of 216. So because we're going to collect that, it doesn't belong to us, it belongs to the government. So we're going to add that on. Got a smiley face there. Great, and you can see that we balance down the bottom here, which is great. As you go through, we've got to classify as well. When you classify the expenses, we're going to say gym costs, TC. See, that's a smiley face there. Any other gym costs we've got? Like this one here. Gym cleaning. So if you can go through and classify all of those. We've got PC, we've got AE for admin expense, FC for financial cost. You're going to have the other ones as well. Let's have a look if we've got shares there. That'll be an investment asset. Is it goodwill? We do, so that'll be an intangible asset. So I'll put the answers here, but if you can go through and check that, you can also check the answers on the other tab. That's got it all there. Go through, put all those classifications in, get all smiley faces and sweet as. Yeah, thanks for doing something different today. I hope you enjoy that. Hope you get it right, because this is really where the challenge comes. Once you've done this, the next two sections are much, much easier. Awesome. See you in tomorrow. Ka kite.